Seabird 198, one localizer established, descend RF.
1 localizer, send RF, 21.
Seabird 198, could you give me a wind check, please?
Showing 240.
Very good morning. Welcome to Air Arabia Operations. We're here based in Sharjah. It's 6 a.m. in the morning and we're bound to Peshawar. We just reached the operations. My name is Karim Nafatni. I will be the captain on the flight. Today with me, first officer Sabrina Hasni.
Morning.
What we do basically once we reach the operations, we come here, we pick up the paperwork for the flight and an additional route pack with all the Lido charts. Despite us having the EFB on board, we always keep this as a backup. And we basically check all the information for the flights. You can come next to me and see we have here the flight plan, going and coming back, but all the rest, as we are paperless cockpit now, all the rest is actually on the system, and we upload on the USB key our flight plan that we will download later on the EFB in the cockpit. So today we're going to Peshawar. We check here the weather for Sharjah, which is our departure airport. The weather looks fine. We have more than 10 kilometers of visibility and westerly winds at 12 knots. Going to destination Peshawar. We reached there around 6:05 Zulu time after 2 hours and 25 minutes of flight time, and we expect the weather to be around 3,000 meters of visibility in haze and the wind of 220 at 8 knots. And it's quite chilly. The temperature now is 9 degrees over there. So basically this is, we go through the weather. Our alternate is Lahore. Lahore weather should be fine as well, 3,000 meters in smoke. So that shouldn't be an issue going there, going to destination, or either divert if we need to divert as well. Then we come here and check the NOTAMs. NOTAMs for the departure airport. Obviously we're flying every day, so you almost know them by heart now. And here we have the countdown since the day the NOTAM has been issued, so we can go through this. Whatever, this one is has been issued 6 days ago, so that's pretty new. We go review it. This one, for instance, is an obstacle crane erected. There might be some work around the airport area, so you just need to pay attention. So we basically go through the NOTAMs for destination Peshawar as well. And whenever myself or Sabrina picks up anything, we'll just review it together. But as long as we swipe through it like this, all of these are all NOTAMs. All of it is regarding some work and protection walls around the aerodrome, as Peshawar is a civil but as well a military aerodrome, so most of the time there is military exercises around the airport as well. So there's nothing significant for Peshawar. The company introduces company NOTAMs as well, so in order to see those we need to click here. Please explain. déjà allé à Peshawar, additional precautions to be taken. Crew operating Stockholm radio. Upgraded to category 1 high intensity. There's another one here, it's an old one. Traffic regulations, we know this one. Lahore alternate airport. There's nothing significant in the NOTAMs. Neither. Once we go through the NOTAMs, we come here and check the weather charts and route weather charts. So, for instance, this is the route we will be taking today to Peshawar. So we'll take off, then we'll head towards the north, towards the Irani airspace. We'll cross Iran towards the west, then enter the Pakistani airspace and fly more or less on a northeasterly heading towards Peshawar. It will take us roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes to reach destinations today. So we can see there is nothing significant all along the route. There might be some isolated embedded CBs from first surface to flight level 250. Nothing really significant. Just to have an idea about the route we can encounter during the flights. So once this is done, we come to USB. Sabrina has already done it. And what we do, we select the aircraft we fly on today. For instance, we fly Alpha 6 Alpha November Foxtrot. And what we do, once you click on that aircraft, you find here directly underneath it the sectors that are affected to this aircraft. For instance, the Peshawar flight, both sectors, Sharjah Peshawar and Peshawar Sharjah. What we do, we click on both of them and we download the data package that we later on upload on the USB. That will include all the weather we've been through, the NOTAMs, the en route charts, everything basically that we used to get through papers before. Everything now is digital. So we get everything on the system, uploaded on the USB, then later on you'll see in the cockpit, we'll download it in the AFB and we'll have everything on board. So once that is downloaded, we'll just set it on the USB as Sabrina has done earlier, and we're basically good to go. Today we'll have 110 passengers going to Peshawar, 2 hours 25 minutes, and on the way back it will be full house, 168 passengers, roughly 3 hours flight time. So we go through the flight plan. It's a tankering sector for us today. We most of the time tanker fuel out of Sharjah going to Peshawar. This is what they do. Everything is, they tanker as much fuel as they can actually, because of the fuel price. So we'll be flying flight level 350 initially, then once we get a bit lighter, 370. Here's the ATC routing to Peshawar, the flight levels, the timings, the fuel. Here we see tankering, 7 tons extra fuel. Because of the fuel price and because of the unexpected delays we can encounter in Peshawar due to the military exercisings around the airport, which are not planned ahead of time. So we have plenty of extra fuel to hold if we need to hold or wait for them to finish their exercises. So on the flight plan, then we have the waypoints. You see at a later stage during the flight, we'll have to cross-check the fuel and the timings. Everything, we'll write it down here. Here we have as well what we call a shear rate. The difference in winds, and the higher the shear rate, the more chances we have to get some turbulence during the flight. So today, it should be good enough. It should be a smooth flight. Our ATC flight plan, the one they file, the dispatchers file with the tower. And here, it's the TLR part of the flight plan, the takeoff data and landing data. All the speeds according to the weights and planned temperature and altimeter setting and runway as well. So this is basically where we take our takeoff speeds from. You'll see later once we get the final weight and once we set the load sheet informations into the MCDU, we'll come here once we get our final takeoff weight and we'll check our takeoff speeds. So basically we'll review this And then the last thing we need to do, this is the flight dispatch release. That's the last thing we need to go through. This has to be signed by the captain, and we need to give them an initial required fuel. What we do basically, so we just talk about it quickly, and we agree on a standby figure that the dispatchers will later give to the refueling agents, and so they can in advance start refueling the plane so we don't lose time. So now the NOTAMs have been reviewed, everything is okay. The weather as well. The route pack is here, we have it. This is the route pack we were talking earlier. We got our headset, the crew notes we know. And the last thing we need to check is the aircraft itself. If there are any defects affecting the flight today. We come here, we have, this list is updated, constantly updated by our engineering team, and it includes all the defects on all our fleets aircrafts. For instance, today we fly on November Foxtrot. You see here the regulation of the aircraft, registration, sorry, of the aircraft. November Foxtrot, if it's not here, means there is no defects on the aircraft. So there's no MEL deferred defects on this aircraft, so nothing for us to go through. The additional deferred defects, so there's nothing here neither. No. We go through here. There's no November Foxtrot, so there's no minor defects neither. So the aircraft is clean.
Say no.
Once this is done, we can check the MEL item box, and here they already ordered 14 tons 700 of fuel, which is more or less the planned fuel minus 2 tons. So most of the time this is what we do. We go for 14.7 as well as a standby, just in case zero fuel gets higher a bit, especially once we on the flights on the sectors we tanker fuel on. Most of the time we'll take some margin, and the standby fuel we give, the figure is always 2 tons less than the planned fuel. So 14.7 is our standby fuel. That's it. All I need to do now is sign this paper. The timing is 2:19 Zulu. And basically we're all set. And if you want to follow me, I'll let you know where I put this. Then I come this way. I call this the honeycomb. You have all the flights with the route packs, and the flight paperwork's ready. And we took the paperwork from here, and this paper, we leave it here for the dispatchers. They will come later and pick it up, and that's part of the folders they keep as well. And they will transfer that quantity of fuel we were talking about earlier to the fuel bowser, so they can start refueling the plane. And now that we're done with the preparation, we'll see you guys later on board for more fun. Thank you. All right, so welcome on board. Now we're done with our flight preparation. We set our flight plan, the passengers are on board, and we're ready to depart anytime. We're just waiting to finalize some paperwork, the refueling receipt, and then we're ready to go. We set the MCDU, the flight plan is there. First Officer Sabrina, she went through it, and she cross-checked her side, and we got the final figures, weight and CGs with a load sheet that has been inserted as well. All we need to do now, Sabrina cross-check the speeds. I need to review them and cross-check that everything is correct in the box as well. Can I have the flight plan, please? Thank you. So what I showed you earlier, the TLR here, we check our takeoff weight today will be 72.2 tons. We'll do an intersection takeoff for runway 30, so 73. We'll check. 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, perfect, it's all correct. So now that we cross-checked our performances and our takeoff speeds, we're ready for briefing, so we'll do a quick briefing for departure. Let me sign this first. Okay, this is good. The fuel is well dispatched. The quantity is correct. That's what we asked for. So we can sign the technical logbook in order to release the aircraft for operation. Shower today is the 7th of January 2016. 316. There you go. This has been signed. Ready for briefing? Alright. Today we're flying Alpha November Foxtrot. Status of the aircraft is normal. The database is valid. Weather no times have been reviewed. Nothing should affect our way to Peshawar. The MCDU has been initialized from Sharjah to Peshawar. Alternate is Lahore, flight level 350 initially, then eventually step climbing 370 once we get lighter. For departure, we expect runway 30 on the Rika 2 Romeo. The Rika 2 Romeo RNAV SID chart is dated 20th of August 2015.
Checked.
And basically, after takeoff, we proceed to SJ 550, maximum speed 220, 3000 or below, then turn right to 554, minus 3000 or below as well, maximum speed 220, then Dedno and Ricket. So then we'll intercept the Bravo 525 airway to destination.
Checked.
Let's put it down. Total time and distance are more or less matching the flight plan. The minimum sector altitude affecting us is 2.8. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Radio navs, auto-tuned, weights have been set and checked. We have 72.2 tons for takeoff and 65.6 for landing. Gives us roughly 3 hours of extra fuel. Thrust reduction acceleration as per company procedure. Engine out acceleration altitude is 1610 feet. Speeds have been set. Performance, prediction. Cruise 350, 345 optimum, 367 recommended max. GPS primary nav accuracy is high. Secondary flight plan is ready in case of emergencies for an immediate to turn on runway 30. Yes, sir, you can disconnect ground power unit. Thank you. And the performance is set for arrival as well. And in case of immediate to turn, overweight landing checklist will be required, okay?
Checked.
Fuel-wise, landing and destination will have 10.6 tons on board, 8.6 if we divert to Lahore. For the emergency briefing, Sabrina, if there's any failure fixing safety before V1, my call will be stop or go. If I call stop, I bring the aircraft to a full stop. I use maximum reverses, maximum auto brake, maintain runway center line. Once the aircraft comes to a halt, I set the parking brake on. Advise cabin crew, attention cabin crew at stations. What will be your actions?
I will monitor the reverses, the deceleration, and I will notify ATC. As soon as the parking brake is on, I will do the ECAM action, and if any required evacuation, I will do it under your command.
Okay, perfect. If the call is go after V1, action will be performed before 400 feet, except gear traction, silencing the bell. We can use TOGA if we need to use it at 400. I'll call for ECAM actions. We should be done with the ECAM by 1600 feet, level off, clean the aircraft. If we have an emergency, you come back immediately. I'll ask you to activate secondary flight plan, locate the overweight landing checklist, and then we're good to go. Otherwise, if there's no hurry, we'll make sure we're above minimum sector altitude. Do holdings, extended vectors, deal with the failure, assess the situation together, and take the proper decision. Either come back or continue the flight, depending on what we have. Okay?
Sure.
Out of here, bay number 8, we'll push back and taxi. It's very short. Taxi to Bravo 14, so we'll start both engines.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
If you would like to add something, please feel free, otherwise the
Thank
briefing
you.
is complete.
Thanks.
Okay, we can ask for the clearance and push and start as well.
Georgia Ground, good morning, Arabia 556, requesting ATC clearance to Peshawar, please.
3556, Charter Ground, good morning, clear to Peshawar via Ricket 2 Romeo, Romeo 30, squawk 3413, departure frequency 1262.
Cleared to Peshawar via Ricket 2 Romeo, squawk 3413, one airborne 1262, and we are fully ready for push and start, Arabia 556 on stand 8.
Arabia 556, ground from stand 8, push and start approved, face west, Romeo 30, information Oscar, QNH 1019er.
Vigar Oscar, QNH 1019er, push and start approved, to face west on stand 8, Arabia 556.
Awesome. Before start checklist, please.
Cockpit preparation
Completed.
completed. GFGR check,
Not too quiet.
gearbox and covers,
Removed.
sign,
On auto.
AGRS,
Nav.
fuel quantity,
17,400 kgs.
takeoff data,
Set.
bar F,
1019er set.
1019er set, windows and doors,
Closed.
beacon,
On.
test levers,
Idle.
parking brake.
On.
B4 start checklist to the line.
Thank you. And ground from cockpit.
Go on, sir.
Let us know, please, once we're clear to start the engines.
Copy, sir. Ground to copy, sir.
Yes, ground, go ahead.
You may clear start, sir.
All right, starting number 2.
Clear, sir.
Now we're clear to start the engines. Actually, on a 320, it's an automatic start, so we just turn the ignition on. Once the amber crosses disappear on the screen, and there is enough pressure coming from the APU bleed, we just put the master on. Starting engine 2.
Check.
And it will automatically start. The stall valve open, N2 starts rising. At 22% of N2 we start having a full fuel flow. N2 is, N1 is rising as well now. Yes sir, go ahead. Yes sir, go ahead.
We have pushback completed, please check the parking brakes.
Parking brake is set, you may remove pushback equipment sir. And we start engine number 1.
Clear, sir.
Once it reaches N2, approximately 55%, between 55 and 60%, the background grayscale disappears and the engine is more or less stabilized. We check that all the parameters are okay, and now we start engine number 1, and it says avail here, so the engine is available. Starting engine 1.
Check.
And the same for engine number 1. Ground from cockpit. We have 2 good engine starts, sir. Thank you very much for your help. You may disconnect now and give us a left-hand signal with the pin, please. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Once the engines are started, the ignition goes back to normal. The APU is not required anymore, so we just turn the APU bleed and the APU off. And Sabrina goes through her after start sequence. The slides are armed, and
we check the status.
we make sure there is nothing on the aircraft status. It's showing normal. Okay. The signal is received with the pin from the engineer. After start checklist, please.
Anti-ice,
Off.
E-cam status,
Checked.
pitch trim,
29.7 set.
and rotor jump
0.
after start is complete.
Thank you. Taxi clearance, please.
Sure. Georgia Ground, Arabia 556 ready for taxi, Bravo 14.
That'll be a 556 ground behind the 737. On your right, taxi cat 2 hold Bravo 14 via Alpha 14 and tower 11862.
Behind the 737, taxi Alpha 14, Bravo 14, runway 30, Arabia 556.
Clear left.
Right is clear.
1019, information to the east with information para via 145.
Ready flight control check.
Go ahead, please. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. My side.
Yes, please. Cabin is secure.
Sure.
So what we do basically is we cross-check the flight controls using both side sticks one at a time to make sure everything is in order before takeoff. And we can go through the before takeoff checklist, please.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Conf 2.
Conf 2. V1 via V2 flex.
136, 143, 147, and 49.
136, 143, 147, 49. ATC.
Set.
E cabin.
Takeoff, no blue.
B for takeoff to the line.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ground Airbus 151 from Bay City, request push and start.
Clear left side.
Right is clear.
Confirm Airbus 151.
Affirm.
We're taking off from an intersection. As you can see in front of us, Bravo 14 intersection for runway 30. Clear left side. We try to be as efficient as we can and as efficient as operation allows us to be. So whenever we can take off from an intersection, we take off from intersection. If we can do a single engine taxi in and out, we do so as well. You'll see at a later stage that for landing as well, we use a specific configuration. Basically, Air Arabia is the most efficient A320 operator in the region, and I'm pretty sure we're in the top 5 in the world as well.
Good morning, Arabia 556. We are fully ready for departure.
Thank you, Radio 556, charge of ground. Sorry, very good morning. Line up and wait for runway 30, Bravo 14.
Line up and wait 30 by Bravo 14, Arabia 556.
Mobile full vacate, runway 30,
Likewise,
full
clear, clear on the
vacate.
left.
Right.
Thank you. Arabia 145, taxi Alpha, Alpha 14, holding point Bravo 14, runway 30.
Alpha 14, Bravo 14, holding point 30, Arabia 145.
Tower request bar for Arabia 556.
Very good.
Thank you.
Radio 556, runway 30. Bravo 14, service 1200 degrees, 10 knots, clear takeoff, runway 30, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff 30 by Bravo 14. Have a good day, Arabia 556.
Great day to you, bye-bye.
Below the line, please.
Okay. And takeoff
Arabia
runway
145, change frequency 1186, advisory.
30 Bravo 14 confirmed.
30 Bravo 14 confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Again, Arabia 145.
Arabia
DARA.
145, change frequency
Normal.
1186, advisory.
That's our off.
Departure.
B for takeoff.
186 and advise on ready, Arabia
Thank
145.
you. Ready?
Yes. Go ahead.
Rolling takeoff. You're ready. Takeoff.
Roger ground, Arabia 1181.
Arabia 1181, charge at ground, very good morning. Your clear is confirmed ready for the push and start.
FM stand 1 Alpha, we are ready for push and start. Good morning.
Arabia 1181 from
Manual flex 49 SIS runway, auto thrust blue.
Check.
Current 1020, clear for push and start. Arabia 1181.
100.
Arabia 151, request taxi, Bravo 14, please.
This is Untitled 1, going to taxi Alpha Alpha 1 forward into Bravo 14 and make user number 2.
Okay, number 2, Harley 2514 way outside, 14, India 151.
Get up. Nav.
Check. Dubai departure, good morning, Aurelia 556, passing 700, weekend to Romeo departure.
AP1.
Maybe 556, Dubai departures identified.
First climb, auto thrust.
Back 1 on,
Check. Flaps 1.
speed checked, flaps 1. Back 2 on,
Checked. We'll leave it auto retract, Sabrina, okay?
sure.
Maybe 440, descend to 6,000 feet, track direct to DAPAD to join localizer 30, call established. Descend to 6,000 feet, direct DAPAD, and report established, Airbus 440.
Departure Express India 194, passing 1,900, climbing 4,000, Ricket 4 Foxtrot.
Express India 194,
Speed and start.
departures identified,
Check,
final
600
attitude
to go.
5,000.
Flight 5,000, Express India 194.
Maybe 556, climb attitude 5,000 feet unrestricted.
5,000
Any
and
speed?
556, any speed?
Every 556 in is able, increase the speed 300 knots or greater.
As soon as possible, 300 or greater, Aurelia 556.
First climb, open climb, 5,000 out blue.
Checked,
Flaps 0.
speed checked, flaps 0.
Initially speed 230.
Canada 323, climb attitude 1,000. Climb altitude 1,000 feet, Canada 323. Express 194, climb maintain 7,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 7,000, Express India 194.
Maybe 440, descend 3,000, cleared on
1,000
that's
to go.
30.
Checked.
Descend 3,000, clear pilot, approach 30, RB 440.
Speed at stall.
Checked,
Speed 250 set.
checked,
Awesome. Alt.
checked,
Up to take off, climb checklist, please.
landing gear,
Up,
flaps,
Express 194,
Retracted.
climb attitude 13,000.
on.
Climb 13,000, Express India 194.
Thank you.
Express 194, turn right direct to Kumda.
Direct Cockpit Express India 194.
Canada 323, contact UAE control 124, decimal 85, good day.
2485, third grade east, Canada 323.
Gravy 556, climb attitude 13,000, track direct to Rickett.
direct to rocket, climb 13,000, Aurelia 556.
First climb, open climb, 13,000 out blue. Direct to Ricket, please. Boom.
Confirm,
Yes, please. Ricket to waypoints.
Checked.
Express India 194, increase speed if you wish, but not above 300 knots.
Speed up to 300, Express India 194.
Speed 300 set.
Checked.
Freddy 440, descend to 2000, further with glide, speed 200 knots or less.
$10,000.
Yes, please.
Seatbelt.
Off, please.
And then secondary capacity active. You have box 1, I will contact.
I have box 1.
556, can it be level 250 by Lalda with that current speed?
With this current speed, we can make Laldo flight level 215 Arabia 556.
Okay, that's copied.
Sabina 275, around.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Confirm it's correct, 3026.
2226, yes, sir.
Here we are again. We're cruising, flight level 350 now. We're crossing the Irani FIR or airspace towards Pakistan. I just wanted to get back and explain to you a little bit about our departure from Sharjah and the takeoff as well, so you have a little bit more information. So this is the EFB I was talking to you earlier during our flight preparation at the operations. This is the electronic flight bag. That's how we call it. Cockpits nowadays tend to go more and more towards not electronic devices and not using papers anymore. We like flying the skies, but we like to protect our Mother Earth as well. So we were parked here. That's the passenger apron. Bay number 8 was our bay today. We pushed back face to the west, this way like this, facing that way. And then we did a 180 turn. Our 180 turn, and we took off from Bravo 14 intersection. As I told you earlier, whenever we have the possibility to take an intersection departure, we do so as to minimize our taxi time and hence burn less fuel. So we taxied via Alpha, turned left onto Alpha 14, and we were holding short Bravo 14 for departure. We took off on runway 30, westerly departure. This is the SID we used today. It's a Ricket departure. After takeoff, we more or less did a right turn towards position Ricket. And as you could have noticed earlier, we had to maintain 3,000 feet for a short while, as this is an altitude restriction for the standard instrument departure. And later on, 5,000, clear to 5,000 feet by ATC, and we had to maintain that for a short while as well, because as Sharjah and Dubai airport are very close one to each other, we are directly affected by the traffic taking off from Dubai as well. Therefore, sometimes they ask us to maintain certain altitudes to facilitate the arrivals onto Dubai and the departures out of Dubai as well. So this is the reason why we had to maintain 5,000 feet. After that, we set course towards the Irani airspace, and we are presently, this is the en route chart, we are presently overflying this position here, Gokso, so more or less middle way through Irani FIR, and going towards the entry point for Pakistan, which is Asvib. You can see on the screen as well, we're more or less 120 miles towards Asvib, and that is our entry point to the Pakistani FIR. Later, passing Asvib, we'll take a left turn to our northeasterly heading, and this will be more or less our way to Peshawar, which is here. We have roughly 47 minutes into flight now, more or less 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. Sorry, 1 hour and 40 minutes to go.
Radius 556, descent flight level 310.
Descent 310, radius 556.
Descent 310, all blue.
Checked.
Ready for briefing?
Go ahead. I have control.
You have it. Hangu 1 Delta R nav arrival. Chart dated 25th of June 2015.
Yes.
From position Hangu, all track 083 to Papa Sierra 600, maximum speed 230.
Checked.
From there we turn left, track 028 to the initial approach fix Tomon, maximum speed 220. From Tomon we'll switch to the initial approach chart ILS or localizer Zulu runway 35. Chart is dated 17th of September 2015.
Checked.
Or actually, no, the other one is better.
Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yankee, and the date is the same, 17th of September 2015.
Capito.
From position Tomon, we'll intercept final course 354 towards 10 nautical miles India Bravo Kilo, which is at 3,600. Wild Star.
Check. Alt.
Alt. The light slope interception comes at 6.3 nautical miles from the localizer. 3 degrees descent angle.
359, continue descent level 33.
Down to an MDF 1420. In case of missed approach, we'll track straight ahead to 1700 feet, then turn right, intercept radial 360 Papa Sierra, down to 12 nautical miles. 12 nautical miles, we turn left back towards Papa Sierra, climbing 8,000 feet.
Check.
Minimum sector altitudes, it's 7,600 to the right. It's the same to the left as well, down to 10 nautical miles. Beyond 10 nautical miles, it becomes 9,900, which is the highest one. And that's 25 miles around Papa Sierra. Okay?
Check. Yes.
Our radio naval hard tune both sides Papa Sierra. He's calling us.
Confirm you maintaining level 310.
Affirm, radio 556.
Roger. Clear of traffic now, descent flight level 290.
Descent 290, radio 556.
The side open descent, flight level 290, all blue.
Check.
ILS is India Bravo Kilo Bravo 108.3, final course 354, slope is confirmed. MDA is set, weather has been copied according to the latest weather information you took from control. The approach will be 140. Config full. GPS primary accuracy high. We have plenty of extra fuel. Almost 3 hours. Airport ground chart for Peshawar, dated 17th of September 2015 as well.
Checked.
Runway length, runway 35 is 2,743 meters. It's 46.
Opposite track. Climbing flight level 260, passing level 250, Airbus 320.
Copy for the traffic and descending 270.
Speed, vertical speed, 270 I'll blow.
AW 630, traffic information. Traffic is 12 o'clock to you, range is 25 miles, opposite
After
track.
landing,
Descending flight level 270.
we'll plan to vacate at the end via Foxtrot most probably. Okay, I'll let it roll and we come back towards the apron. Most of the time we'll do 180 on the runway, then exit either via Charlie or Bravo.
Sure.
Towards the apron, and we'll check later on which stand number for us, okay?
Capito.
Most of the time it's 3 or 4, we'll check later anyway. For landing I will use maximum reverses and manual braking. Terrain on ND please later on your sides. I keep weather my side. I keep weather radar my side. And if you have nothing to add, Sabrina, my briefing is complete.
Thank you.
Speed at star.
Check.
Speed to 507.
GT approaching. Avia 556 approaching 150, requesting lower.
Arabia 556, contact Peshawar 122.9. Good day.
Peshawar, good morning, Arabia 556.
Arabia 556, Peshawar Tower, good morning, go ahead.
Avia 556 leveling off 150, requesting lower.
Arabia 556, confirmed release by Gerard and Hung 1 Delta.
Affirm Arabia 156.
Arabia 556, descend 10,000 initially on QNH 1023.
Descend 10,000 on KNH 1023, Arabia 556.
Shall open descent 100 all blue.
Checked. Speed out.
Go ahead.
Speed at star.
Check mic, sir.
10,000 checks. LS 108 India, Bravo, Kilo Bravo identified by sign.
Check.
Arabia 556, you can descend 7,500 on QNH 1023 hectopascal report. Taman, and you are clear for the LS Yankee approach.
Send 7,500 scans, 150, Kalita Manu, Arabia 556.
Shall open descent 7,500 blue.
Checked.
Speed to 30.
Checked.
Speed managed.
Check.
Arabia 556, 1 orbit to our position. Toman, cancel previous clearance for the ILS approach Yankee.
Hold.
Hold, Arabia 556.
So 354 inbound,
354, yes,
right hand side.
to the
turns. ATC most probably they have traffic either taking off or shortly for landing. As I told you earlier, there's a lot of military movement around Peshawar airport, so and this is partly why we tanker extra fuel to cope with unforeseen situations like this one. So they just told us they cancelled our clearance for the approach, and we've been told to hold over the initial approach fixed Oman. Initially one hold, and hopefully this will be the only hold we'll do. We'll see how it goes. Passing Pomon, we can descend to 5,400. We have a little bit of sightseeing, which is not a bad thing. Tell them we're outbound on the whole place.
Outbound on the whole place.
Sorry?
They're outbound on the whole place.
Area 556, report become correct, direct position, direct Thomas. Roger, descend east 7,500 feet, aircraft holding one position, Thomas is 7,500 feet. 8,500 feet and traffic over Thomas.
Arabia 556 inbound on the hold.
Arabia 556, Roger, clear for the confirm we're getting the localizer.
AFM.
Affirm, Arabia 556.
Roger, clear for the ILS Yankee approach runway 35, report leaving Toman.
Charlie leaving Chaman and clear for the approach to Arabia 556 runway 35. Airfield inside to Arabia 556.
Arabia 556, confirm field inside.
From Arabia 556.
Arabia 556, distance short.
10 miles.
10 miles Arabia 556.
Arabia 556, report field inside.
Gear down. Flaps full.
Check. Flaps full.
Landing checklist, please.
Okay. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed
Auto brake.
off.
Camera.
Landing no blue. You can call him 3 miles.
Arabia 556, 3 miles.
1,000.
Arabia 556, runway 35, check gears down and lock, clear, clear.
Clear to land.
Clear to land Arabia 556, wind check.
Wind check. Arabia 556.
Wind light and variable.
Disconnecting autopilot.
Check.
Cat 1.
Check.
Happy Java Alpha Foxtrot Lima is completing one orbit. Do you want us to maintain the whole or what?
Check.
Land.
Check.
Java Alpha Foxtrot Lima. Alpha Foxtrot Lima. Approaching Toman.
Check.
Clear for the ILS Yankee approach runway 35. Reaching Toman, clear for ILS Yankee
Continue.
approach for runway 35 and descend as per chart. Affirm, descend as per chart. And confirm type of the equipment, sir?
Sir, it is Challenger 605.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard, retard.
Ground spiders, reverse speed.
Shower Dragon 49, Assalamualaikum, register for mic number.
We have a little bit of sightseeing, which is not a bad thing.
Outbound on Hollywood. Check. Check.
100 above.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue.
40, 30, 20, retard, retard, retard.
Ground spiders. Reverse speed. Vacate Barrier Hotel, stand for and stand by for runway crossing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the approach as much as we did.